that medication, leave you medicated. This for mediation, for all situation. Questions at your station, I'm hot, we stay blazing. Play this for your neighbor, your neighbor. I'm that medication.
So now we back on them dick pills. Dick pills. Now what was you okay. Damn, that's crazy though, man. That's nuts about the. So once you get older and what'd you say? The blood carotid, what they say, carotid arteries.
Exactly. All them arteries that's already clogged up with your plaque and all that right there.
With the plaque, right.
You know, all that stuff right there that they try to give you medicine for, try to help you out. You know, whatever. I mean, whenever you taking them old Viagra's and all that right there, and that stuff spreading out your blood vessels and all that, you're opening up them arteries to loosen up all that plaque. And all it's going to do is just give way for heart attacks, you know, aneurysm and all that right there. I mean, you know, people don't think about any of that right there whenever they're taking the Viagra's. All they're thinking about is that night of sex, not the long-term effects of all that right there. You know, I mean, all that stuff good, but whenever you look at the side effects and read about the side effects, you know, just think about it. They never talk about blood vessel damage. Never. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people out here probably don't try that shit too. You ever tried it?
I mean, I've tried it.
I haven't personally, but you ever tried it?
No, I ain't never tried it.
I've never tried it. I actually thought about it, but I didn't do it. I don't know, maybe because I didn't have the money. But that makes sense what you're saying though. So how do you say that people are getting to that point to where, like you were saying earlier about the arteries being how do we say it? Out of shape? Say that again. How did that work?
With this, you know, the blood to get your dick hard is coming from your feet, your brains, your fingers, all that right there. You know, whenever you take these pills, these Viagra pills and Cialis pills and all that right there, all it's doing is flooding your dick to get your dick hard. So now you're doing that right there. You're flooding your body. You're flooding your body with this blood, expanding your blood vessels to get more blood to your dick. But then when you turn around and you're doing that, you're stretching your blood vessels out. So whenever you're sitting here taking these Viagra's and these Cialis on a regular basis, you're spreading your blood vessels in and out constantly. After a while, your blood vessels are stretched out of shape. Now, whenever they get like that right there, eventually you're not going to be able to put enough blood there to get those vessels to goddamn get your dick hard again like you're trying to.
Or either you might even have a collapse.
Or you see
in an area. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Because normally you have these strong vessels, these
Right.
strong blood vessels. Now you're stretching them out so much, they're weak now. So then now when you start getting these collapse veins, these spots to where your veins, instead of being this hard muscle, you know, I mean a vein is not a muscle, but this hard muscle, now it's collapsing or it's shrinking down in spots that you've weakened out.
Right.
And then that's where more plaque buildup is going to build up there.
Right.
That's where you're going to start having blood clots and all that stuff like that right there from.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean all that right there. People
I
don't think
never
about that.
thought about it like that. When we did the episode on No Shame in the Game, we didn't even mention that part about the pills and what they could do. That's fucking damn a brilliant deduction that they don't tell you it's possible to happen with those. Well, I guess they tell you with the side effects, but you know what I'm saying?
But I've never read or heard any side effects that speak on blood vessel damage. You know, you get these older cats out here who out here trying to holler at these
That's probably what headaches are.
You see,
that's what I'm saying.
And that's
Headaches.
Where's the headaches coming from?
What they call it? I mean, even internal bleeding, shit like side effects like that and shit. They tell you this type of stuff, and they're probably coming from blood vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Why I keep saying artery? Blood vessel.
I mean, with that too. Artery, blood vessels, it's all connected together.
Right. They put it in different terms to make it sound more likable.
I was gonna say passable.
Passable.
Mm-hmm.
They put in different terms, but really it means blood vessel damage, headaches, heartaches.
And that's why I say whenever you take these pills, I only took a Viagra one time. I took one and I said I'd never take it again. I took one. Me and Shorty was up in the room. Started getting the ugly on. Having a good time. And my heart got to beating so fast. I hadn't even been making it happen nothing but a minute. And my heart was beating so fast, and it wasn't from grooving. It was from that pill.
Right.
I got so nervous. I really didn't know what was going to happen. It had I got jittery with it. My heart was fluttering, beating super fast. And then of course the next day I had a headache. I said I'll never take that right there again. That stuff's, it's not right. Why does all these sex pills for men? I don't know nothing about the women part of it. But why do all these sex pills? That main side effect that all of them have is a headache. Why is it giving you a headache? What is it damaging inside of your body that's giving you a headache? And no one can answer that. That's when you come to speculation.
Yes, I would say just, the fluctuation.
Yeah.
Because high blood and low blood can both give you a headache, right?
Both of them kill you.
Right. So the fluctuation of expanded blood vessels back to damn small, expanded back to small, and then all of a sudden your stuff is wore out. So now you having migraines because your stuff, you got all these different dips and dives going on because your blood vessels are going to collapse. And that's just my theory. I don't,
each is own. If you need one, there's other options out there that you need to try before taking this stuff right here.
Right, we talked about that too. What were you saying?
Food, exercise, stop smoking, stop drinking, all this stuff right here that contribute to, male ED. I don't use the medical term for it. That's male ED. Do other stuff. Try something different other than
Than jumping straight going to the pill, man.
Because like I was saying, you can
tell us suck a little bit longer.
Any of that, you right.
Hey, girl, come on, help me out here.
When you 50 years old, 55 years old, and you're taking these, you're already old enough to know this right here is when most medical problems are really going to start for you in life, and you're sitting up taking, a male taking at least, I'm just going to break it down and say at least 2 to 3. I ain't gonna say you in the ass every night of the week. I'm gonna say at least 2 to 3 times a week. You're taking these pills. What are you doing to your body? It's ridiculous, and it's what the medical field wants.
Trust me, you're doing something to your body.
You're doing something to your body.
Because even with that example, what you said about the whole vessel wearing out. The example we use, the sexual example, but you take another example and say, anything. If you got a rubber hose, and you put something bigger than the rubber hose is inside the rubber hose, and it's gonna wear it out. Now it's out of shape. It ain't like it. You see what I'm saying? It's the same concept.
And see, that's how Viagra. We're just speaking of Viagra, because everyone knows what Viagra is. It's a lot of, male enhancement pills out here. It's a lot of them. You can go up in 74 video and get a whole lot of things up in there. But we're just speaking on Viagra. Once you don't use so much Viagra, and you don't see it on TV, you don't hear some dudes talking about, the Viagra don't work.
You said it don't work?
It don't work. But why don't it work? Is it not working because of what you've done so much in your life? And now when I say that right there, I'm saying that you don't took Viagra for so many years, you stretched these blood vessels out, and now even when you take a Viagra, you can't get enough blood to get you right.
It's always some side effects.
And then there go your side effects. So now you really couldn't get it to work. Now Viagra won't even get it to work. So really, you about to get cheated on, basically. You know, I mean, she gonna find something else, or you gonna have to do something else. What else can you do? But see, that goes with these little young boys out here, 18, 20 years old, who sneaking Viagra's and sneaking these little sex pills to get in here and act like they King Kong up in these females, you know, cheating.
Starting early. They start.
Leave you medicated. This for mediation for all situations. Quest is at your station. I'm hot, please stay blazing. Play this for your neighbor. Playing with money, sex, and weed. That's like triple ecstasy. Street doctor when I practice surgery. Blue vein, bleed red blood when they leave. Once you go mix a little bit of air with the quiche. Thing took a lot of niggas out of these streets. Seen a lot of hurt, seen a lot of pain. Yeah, I do things that come with the game. Felt a lot of hate.